Alright, so I have decided, with your guys' help, that I will be reviewing each and every season of the Game of Thrones TV show and going scene by scene and describing the differences that are in the TV show compared to the book, and just doing a general analysis of the characters compared to their book counterparts and just in and of themselves. So I thought it would be a very fun idea to make a season ranking tier list before I actually go and rewatch the show, and then when I'm done with probably my at least year-long journey of rewatching the show in this capacity, I will come back to this video and redo it. I will re-rank the seasons, just to see the way my views on it have changed with the time that I've put into the TV show. Just for some backstory, I haven't seen the TV show in 4 years. I read the books this last year, so it's been a while, but I do remember some big moments and a fair amount of what happens. I am sure my ranking will change a year from now, but I figured I'd just put this out so you guys can get an idea of where I'm at and we can see the way my views change live with each and every video. So I have them numbered 1 to 8, and I will go over how I feel about each one. And in final, the 8th place, you can guess what. You know what? How do I want to do this? I'll go in release order. Season 1. Where do I want to put Season 1? I think Season 1 is the third best season, and I'm going to explain why. As far as book to show, I am very well aware that Season 1 is the best season. But books aside, just ranking the season for how I feel about it when I just watch the TV show without context, it is still one of the greatest seasons of television. I just subjectively enjoyed 2 others more than Season 1, but this top 3, we are really splitting hairs and it just comes down to a few key episodes. But I would guess that when I make this video a year from now, this will be in the number 1 spot because it is the most accurate. But just generally speaking, Season 1 is great. You're introduced to the world, and it's really just fun to learn about the world and understand the lore. Ned being the main character is a great time. I really like Jon going to the Wall and his relationship with Tyrion in this season. I like Arya getting some development. Just a solid season overall. And Daenerys' arc in this season is ridiculously good. Watching her go from a girl who has nothing to the mother of dragons, birthing 3 dragons, walking out of the pyre. It is magnificent, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the greatest seasons of television. Next up, where's Season 2? Season 2 is... How do I feel about Season 2? I'm putting Season 2 in the 4th spot. I am not the biggest fan of Book 2 A Clash of Kings, just funny enough, and this is the time that Season 2 takes place. And I still think Season 2 is a phenomenal season of television overall. Just to know moving forward, the difference between 4 and 5, like, I cannot overstate how much better Season 2 is than everything else beneath it. It's just, subjectively, in comparison to the ones above it, I don't enjoy it as much. Season 2 is very King's Landing focused, with Tyrion kind of being the protagonist. And while it's definitely really fun and really interesting, I just prefer the way in which things play out in the other seasons, but still a phenomenal season overall, and one of the best seasons in TV history. Coming up next, Season 3. This is close between 1 and 2, but I have to put it in 2. The Red Wedding, which is in my opinion the greatest episode in Game of Thrones, just in the TV show in general, is in this season, and just this season covers a fair amount of the beginning portion of A Storm of Swords, so it's really good. It's really, really good. There's really not much to say. You guys know Season 3 is fantastic. It's in the number 2 spot. But I honestly think this will... If I would guess, I think Season 3 is going to go to 4 when I do after the rewatch. And Season 2 will jump to 2 or 3. But for right now, just judging the TV show in and of itself, I have it in the 2nd place spot just for the impact that it had me when I first watched it. And this season and the events that take place in this season is kind of what really made me fall in love with the TV show. I really enjoyed it and was hooked by Seasons 1 and 2, but holy, choked on air. But Season 3 is really where it just picks up in terms of quality for me and where I really fell in love with the story, so safe 2nd place spot. Now, next up, is this season 5? I think this is Season 4. Yeah, this is 87654. Okay. Season 4, in my opinion, is my favorite season, not just in Game of Thrones, but debatably in TV history. I think this might drop all the way to the fourth spot upon rewatch, to be honest, because there are things cut from this season from the books that I already know, such as Lady Stoneheart and the Tysha reveal. And I rewatched Tyrion strangling Shay for my Tyrion video, and I realized how terrible it is in the TV show compared to the books. So I expect this to be here upon my rewatch, but we will have to see. But just judging it in and of itself, I mean, you have the Mountain and the Viper, one of the most legendary episodes in TV history. You have Tyrion's entire trial. You have the Purple Wedding. You have all of the politicking in King's Landing. You have the aftermath of the Red Wedding. This is when Arya and the Hound, when they are at their best. There's just so much goodness going on in this season. And then to end it with Watchers on the Walls in this season 2, phenomenal episode, capping off Jon Snow's arc north of the Wall and back to the Wall, and then Tyrion's entire trial. The Jaime's redemption is like starting to come full force this season. His peak was in season 3, but he's still pretty good in season 4. Tywin is great this season, just a phenomenal season of television, and definitely my favorite season as of right now in the TV show. Next up, season 5. I'm going to put season 5 in the sixth place spot. Yeah, that's where it's going. Season 5 is boring. I personally hate this season a lot now because I know what was changed from a Feast for Crows and Dance with Dragons into season 5. So I have a feeling this honestly might drop to here or here after I rewatch it. But just judging it in and of itself, not comparing it to the books, it's just boring. It's not as offensive as season 7 and 8. Spoiler, those are 7 and 8. But it's still really, really bad. And we'll get to the 5th place spot. We'll just rank it now. Season 6 is also terrible. I do not like season 6 at all, to be quite honest. It's just, it has a bit more, I guess fun is the right word, because while the Battle of the Bastards doesn't make any sense logistically and wouldn't work given A Song of Ice and Fire and the nature of A Song of Ice and Fire, it's at least entertaining to watch, and that is enough to put season 6 in the 5th place spot and over season 5. But I cannot emphasize this enough. The jump between season 2 and season 6, these are two entirely different products that I cannot believe are made by the same people, even though they obviously had the source material to adapt in season 2. In season 5 and part of season 6, they still had some source material to use, and D&D didn't use it. This is just a complete and utter failure of the source material and of the fans. Terrible seasons overall, and I wish I could put them here, but season 7 and season 8 are just... God, they're so bad. If it was up to me, honestly, like if I wasn't doing this 1 to 8 and just did, oh, how do I feel about this? Season 7, like all 4 of these go together. I think people separate these 4 more than they should, because they are all pretty similar in terms of quality, with just hair splits in terms of likability, in terms of difference. Season 7 and season 8 roll together for me. Everything about both of these seasons is stupid. Somehow no one talks about how in season 7, they launched the plan to bring a White Walker to Cersei and go north of the Wall, and then Gendry runs back. Just, season 7 is a failure of a season. I can't remember anything that happened from it aside from the stupidity. And then the only reason I have season 8 down here is, at least with season 7, it's bad, but it's bad that I don't remember it bad. Season 8 is so god-awful atrocious in terms of the damage that it does. I cannot forget basically every episode that happens. The only good thing that comes out of this season is I liked Brienne being knighted, but even then, it's in the middle of one of the worst episodes ever. The Long Night is terrible. The first 2 episodes are boring. The entire ending to what once was the greatest TV show in the entire world is a catastrophe. But in all honesty, it's not even worth separating these 4 by like, oh, I hate this one less or more. These are all terrible. And I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, when I eventually cross these episodes, I'm going to have to put in a lot of effort to not just become hateful, because I want to try and be as objective as possible. But I just think these are like objectively terrible seasons, and this is objectively terrible storytelling. But yeah, this is my ranking of all the seasons of Game of Thrones. This is definitely going to change. These four are going to get swapped around a bunch after a rewatch. These four are probably going to stay the same, or I might just say forget the ranking and drop them all to here in any order because they're all terrible. But yeah, let me know what your ranking is in the comments down below. And should I do this for general characters as well? And then go back and redo the character list after the TV show? Or should I just roll right into reviewing the episodes? But anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I'll catch you in the next one, and I hope to see you on the first video when I'll be reviewing Season 1, Episode 1. Again, thank you for watching, and hope you have an amazing day. Peace.